I would like to give a bit of a background to you, Mom, about this church.
Yes.
So this church is totally an African independent church. The church was started by Simon Kimbangu. Simon Kimbangu started this church in 1921 on 6 April, and he heard the voice of Jesus Christ saying, you should start the mission. I'm giving you the mission. So that voice used to come at that time, and he used to talk on his own. And then the wife one day said, why are you talking on your own? So that's the wife there on that photo. That's Mwilu Kewanga Nzitani, Mary. So she used to ask the husband, who are you talking to? And the husband would be like, I'm talking to Jesus Christ. He's saying I should take over the mission. And I don't want to take over the mission. And the wife said, you just agree to take the mission. I will help you. So the husband agreed to take the mission, hoping that maybe my wife definitely will help me. And the wife, after accepting to support the husband, and the Belgians were on them. Because Simon Kimbangu, during that time, it was colonial. During that time, it was transportation of Africans going to America, going to Europe. And Simon Kimbangu at the time was arrested. He was put in prison. They first sentenced him to death, and then they reduced the sentence to life imprisonment. So he stayed in prison for 30 years, and he died in prison in Lubumbashi at Kasongo prison. But the big ministry was taken by Mwilu Kewanga, who by that time they had 3 kids. She supported the children. She also supported the church. She was the one that gave the first Christian cards to the people. Meanwhile, she was also fighting the Belgians. So she is considered, if you read the history of her, you Google her, you will see that she's actually was a politician and a religious leader, because she fought the Belgians and made sure this church stands. We are who we are today. We have the church outside. We have all these Christians we have because of this woman. So this woman in our church holds a very significant position. We also consider her as a goddess on her own, because she really did what she promised to do to the husband. She never remarried. She just stood to make sure this mission was there. She led the church for 38 years before she died. She died in 1959 on 27 April. So 27 April, as it's coming, it's a big thing. But because the church was started in the DRC, where Simon Kimbangu was arrested, put in prison, and during the penal transportations, he could not be transported to America or Europe. What they were doing, they would just send him to this prison. They remove him there. They go to this. When they see people going a lot to him. So at that time, it was like a movement. So they were like mobilizing themselves. You know, you Americans, you know, this when it comes to Martin Luther King Jr. So during that time, you know, those movements and all that.
Yes.
So in the Congo, Simon Kimbangu, almost he was similar. And so people were following him wherever he was going, because he was performing miracles. He would heal the sick. At that time, there was a disease that came, and the doctors could not manage from America, from Europe, those who were coming. But he would pray for someone, and someone would be better. He would raise the dead. And now they were confused. The colonial people were confused. Why is this man doing this? So they would now be transporting him. So if you take the map of Congo, you will see everywhere where they were taking him, that he took over the whole country. And so in Congo, this church is very big. So when he died finally in 1951, on 12 September, that's when he died. And when he died, he was buried And during that time, there was a place to bury black people and there was a place to bury white people. So he was buried to the place where black people were. And so at that time, after, I think in 1961, they had to exhume the body. And the body was actually taken to Nkamba, where he comes from. And it was put in a museum. So there, Simon Kimbangu during the time made a lot of prophecies. He said, yes, white people, you are taking our people, but our people will come. One day they will come back and we will be with them. That you should know. And our people who go to school, they'll get the education, they'll lead themselves. So there were certain things that you would find black people and say, you black people, work hard. Because where we're going, the white people will not take it right. There will be blacks who will be white people who lead ourselves. So he was this man that the whites could not understand. And they made sure he died in prison. But the white was so strong. So we do have this as a big ministry in our church. So in our church, we do have the general, like the number one woman who should overlook all the women. Like here in Zambia, we have the women president, but we have where she reports. So we have the general. This woman, she's just taking time to eat. She is the general for all the women who the chief spiritual leader has entrusted in her to say, you should take over the job of my grandmother. So right now, the chief spiritual leader is a grandson to Simon Kimbangu. So now, Mwilu Kewanga is represented by this woman. So here in Zambia, we last had the general 52 years ago, and we are just next to Congo. So she doesn't really move anyhow. So her movement is such a blessing to this country right now. So everything is circling around her because she has come, she's telling us, she's teaching us a lot of things. One of the things she teaches us, we have women fellowship on Wednesday. In our church, we say a woman was made on Wednesday. That's when a woman was made. So on Wednesday is a special day for women, all women. It's our birthday. We should always take time to worship
it's our birthday
on Wednesday. And they say dead people on Wednesday, when we go to church, they come. So on Wednesday, bring something to give because our relatives, followers, they come. So she's having a lot of good teachings to us to understand this mission. She has taken this time off, and to us is such a blessing. That's why you see people are bringing gifts to her. This woman who just came, just brought food, and someone who needs to give a gift gives to her because it's not easy for her to have traveled all this way to come here just to help us understand what is this mission about? What did Mama Mwilu do? Why do we really have this church as a big church, an independent church? It's there in the US. And now, in the US, we have chance. So African Americans have entered in this church. So they are building. The one who actually led the first group was Dr. Ramona Taska. She's always been bringing African Americans to Nkamba to come and see, like, this is your city, this is your home, this is where Simon Kimbangu's remains are. And he said, you guys will come here. So build your homes. When you have time, then you come here and you have the peace. And for sure, they do have the peace. And I think I've spoken with Dalila that we should make a trip.
Yes.
But Emmanuel is always saying, there's war there. Where are you going? So Emmanuel told me, I found him getting the visa one time at the embassy.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, even as we want to go with Dalila, no, she's not going because I said,
that's what she called me. She said, I saw your husband. And I said, I'm taking Dalila to the Congo with me. And he said, no.
And he said, no. So he was not going to go. So the thing is, then I told him, I said, no, it's peaceful. And when the African Americans have a very special place in our church, and even when I told the general to say we are going to have the African Americans, she was so excited. It's just that she was eating, but she was so excited, and she was like, oh my God, these are our people. The chief spiritual leader is always wanting to see them. So when they come there, they are given a lot of attention. And the chief spiritual leader speaks with them and tells them that we knew that one day you and us, we will meet. And so we've been having them going there, and they've been contributing a lot in terms of building the city of Nkamba. So they've really done a lot of works, building their houses. The first time they came, we built their houses that day. So through these programs, we reach a stage where we do the contributions. So we have what we call Sinsani, because Simon Kimbangu was asked by the white people, you don't have money. You don't have any resources. How are you going to make sure your ministry works? How are you going to build your church? And he said, me, the money is my people that you are taking. They are my money. They will be the people that will build this church. So I don't need your money. The songs, they challenged him. Why are you singing our songs? Start your songs. And he prayed about it. And the songs just are inspired in our church. So the songs we sing in our church are so unique, you will not find them anywhere. They are just our songs which are inspired by the Africans themselves. So this church is very traditional. It's really like the way you see our dressing, we're very traditionally dressed. We put on the headscarf. I actually carried the headscarf for you and Dalila.
I forgot about the headscarf.
You just forgot.
I forgot because it's been a while. I forgot
the
headscarf.
That's right. I was young and I was putting the headscarf.
Right.
The headscarf kept on dropping.
I remember it kept on
dropping. I kept on
That's right.
Oh, that's
right. And I totally forgot that
dropped. And then I would put on. They would drop again. I would go again and
put it on. I remember it kept dropping.
She can't even remember all that.
I remember
because it's been long.
Yes.
Our church didn't even have the towels and all that. So this is what it is. So I was like, oh no, because one of the big missions in our church is bring back the African Americans. Let them appreciate the history. Let them see what they can do for the church. And then Darina just called me. I even forgot. I thought you had gone. I don't know why. Maybe I was so busy because I was like, oh, I'll miss her and all that. So then I was like, oh, the general is here. And these people really like it, that they see them, they appreciate their history, they appreciate their church, that an African man fought these men, these colonial people, and made sure his church was restored. So, well, it's good that you have come here and you'll be meeting this woman. It's quite a powerful woman. And when she was sent here, she was told by our chief spiritual leader, I know Zambia has no money like Congo. Congo has money. Like in Congo, they have money. I mean, they have the diamonds. They have what? So they have money, even though there's war. But they are, when it comes to resources, they are better than us. But the chief spiritual leader was like, they are my children there. I want you to go and teach the women. I want them to follow the steps of my grandmother. My grandmother was a strong woman. She prayed. And whenever people brought things to her, she gave to the poor. She gave everywhere. They would bring bread. She would tell her 3 children, but these people who have come to see me have no bread. Someone else will bring bread for us. Let's give people. Because people after the husband went, people were following her. So they started following her. So you find that wherever she was, there was a lot of people. And she would wake up and tell the women, go and draw water. Go and cook. Do this. Have people eaten? I see people there. So she really, her mission was very strong. Even when she died, people were like, oh, the prophet's wife is dead. They started crying and she opened their eyes and told them, why are you crying? Have you people prepared food? Have you done this? Have you done this? When you go and do all these things, and the song came and she sang, let me go and be with my husband. That when I'm with him, I will do a lot of things. So that is a brief history. She has come back. So that's what it is. And then today, we have a very big competition that she put. She said, Mama Mwilu achieved her mission. Today we have a competition between men and women. Today we'll be doing what we call Sinsani, because of the culture of Simon Kimbangu saying, we don't want to go outside. So there will be 2 plates each. There will be a plate there, and there will be a plate there, and then people will be fighting men today. So we are just saying, we will fight them today until they go home to say, us women are stronger than men. So the men are really upset about that today. So we don't know, and that's the competition. But she deliberately put that because she wants us women to not just say, oh, because I'm married, my husband will give me money. They should know how to look. They should know how to beat them better. It shouldn't be like because men have got money, then we should be under them. Even us, we have to shine out. So today, that's what will be happening. So I think in brief, that is the thing. So I will let her welcome you since she's here. Face you. Okay. Yeah. So since she's here, I would want her to say a few things about the mission for African Americans so that you hear it from her. I know I've talked a little bit on top, but I want her to say as the person that has the mission. So I'll speak, she can speak English, so I'll brief her in Lingala, and then she'll say, and then I'll tell you and you people will say. So Mama, Yaliboso, you can greet her, you can kneel down and greet her, but for your mom, no. But for you, yes. For Bessa, yes, go and kneel down and greet her. Thank you. Thank you. You are fine. Hey, I don't be fine. Yeah. Sikoyo, oyo, mama, oya boti doctor, pe diplomate, oyo, aza mwana naye. Aza mwana naye ya mibale. Aza na bana misatu. Ya bango basi. Naye bani naye depuis bomwana. Ayaki awa na Zambi pona koyokola communauté na médecin. Lokola ngana zaki mukonzi ya communauté, batu nyonso bazolta États-Unis, po bakomela na maboko nanga, na lakisa bango critique na biso, na lakisa bango biloko todiaka makambo nyonso na tieli bango ba programme, ba visite tout place photokeni. Nde naibani na naibanaki naye akomaki attaché mingi nanga. Ayeko lukapendako kaka kuna tozalaki ye azalaki kaka minutes 2 minutes aikoyana ndako tokolia tukosolola ti babali na docteur ya Zambie bana oyo ya Zambie kuna tokokende na Solwezi nde kuna mbali na ye amuta. Mbango nyonso mama na mwana baza batu ya États-Unis mama autaki États-Unis aza noir africain na sololi na bango muke kopesa mama ye ayebi ngomba na biso me mama evite na expliquer ye ndenge nini mission ya papa Simon Kimbangu ezalaki ke bango ata bakei boumbu bakozonga kaka ani biso na nkamba kuna tozo tonga bango bazonga pe ba noir africain bazokende kuna na nkamba pona kotonga alors papa za na susi makasi ya bango nde yango na epsaki il faut tokende nde na il faut to planifier voyage na ye tokende akende pe kokutana na papa nde nazo epsa tozo solola na bango nde na epsi bango yo nde ozo représenter mama Mwilu azaki mwasi papa Simon Kimbangu tango papa Simon Kimbangu akoti na prison mama Mwilu azui musala asali 38 ans. Alors ezali mission munene pona ba mama biso tolanda matambe na ye le biso esali 50 za potozwa general mususu tozwa ka mama ka lelo tozwi ye ezali grâce pona biso ba Zambie aza mama moko spécial na mboka na biso na minute old po ezalate ezala kaka une fois yeskoyo aye nena yango ye akolimbola muke pona nini papa alingi bino bokende kuna pe na epsi mission na yo lelo na ndenge toza na compétition il faut batata to gagner batata expliquer bango pona nini alingi biso tozala makasi to tozala na batata te yango nde mukolo ya lelo eza lelo nde na ebisie en tout cas bokoyoka ye moko mama apesa bino maloba pona ndenge nini bino boza important na kati ya lingomba bokenda le papa alobaki bokozonga. So I've explained to her that if she has something that she needs to add on new people, because African Americans are a huge mission in our church, and to have you people here, it's like it's big. And it's like it's big, and the chief spiritual leader wants to give the African Americans attention because they will come back. For us, we can only give them our happiness, our love, everything, because the history was heavy, and we still fight that history. So that's why I'm telling her to add a few words, because she stays with the chief spiritual leader. So she sees the chief spiritual leader, who we will not see in decades, because when he's leaving Congo, there will be soldiers, there will be police, there will be this kind of thing. He's like a president on his own. And the president in that country goes to visit him. So it's not easy, but we can have his representatives in this country. Maluba, is that
Merci.
Thank you.
Kongo ya tata mwana pe tata molimo santu.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Nalandi maloba ya mama Ida.
I followed the discussions with Mama Ida.
Ndenge explique bino.
Ndenge the way she has explained to you.
Tina ya lingomba na biso.
The big thing of our church.
Ndenge pe tata molimo santu papa Simon Kimbangu kianga azalaki ko explique katango nyonso na tina na bino batu ya États-Unis kuna ezali mboka na bino te, bino bouta na Afrique nde bokende kuna bakoko na bino nde bazalaka kuna me bozali penza ba Afro-Américain.
She has said to say, just like in our church, and what the chief spiritual leader says, to say that you are our people. There in America, they just took you there. Your home is here. You are Africans. You came from here. That's why they call Afro-Americans, because they know that you came from here.
Epa ina biso bakimbangiste kokamwa kate, soki bino boye pa ina biso kokamwa kate kamba te boza bandeko na biso.
Us, the Kimbangist church, we don't get surprised. When you people come to us, we, as a church, we are not surprised because you are our relatives. You are related to us.
Na yango, tozela bino penza tango molai pe tozela kabino, boko mape na kamba, boke nukutana na ye moko tata na bino.
Us as a church, we have been waiting for you. We have waited for you. That is why one day you should come there in Kamba. You even meet the one that represents Smoky Mbangu of 1921. Is the same one who is there. He's still waiting for you. You go there. You meet him. He's your father. He's going to be happy. I see Lesa smiling.
Et c'est pour ça que tata molimo santo papa Simon Kimbangu kianga ni atinda biso awa na mboka ya Zambie ote to ya ko découvrir makambo oyo nyonso pona biso ezali surprise te ezali mabongisi na ye moko nzambe na biso tata molimo santo.
She said that it was the wish of the chief spiritual leader to send us here in Zambia to come and do his work. So whatever that is happening, it's God's preparations. So it wasn't just like you people, you will come. It was already prepared that you people will also come, who will meet you. So for us, it is not even a surprise that we are meeting you people.
Ezali azar te, nazo répéter ikamuwana ya azar. Eza azar te, bino pe mokolo malelo boya. I'm going
to repeat this. It is not by accident. It's not just that you people have been able to come. God did prepare this ahead of us. That you people today, you will be here. worship with you a bit.
Na yango ezali mbala liboso, ezali mbala ya suka te. Biso pe koya na biso awa ezali mbala liboso kasi mbala suka te. Toza na bino ensemble tobana koya katango nyonso tokutana.
It's not actually the last time, even for you people. I'm sure it's not the last time. You've been here before, unless your mom. So it's not the last time that we will be crossing paths every time, because even us, we will be able to come again and we will meet again.
Yes.
Vraiment, boza vraiment une misato de bienvenue pour la biso awa na kati ya église na biso église Evangeliste.
Ayoka kama français mke.
Okay.
So as we can just say, we welcome you here in our church.
Est-ce que vous sepelisa bango pe bala tafola le biso
bakola. So she was saying it would be nice if you can wear the headscarf. Can you wear the headscarf?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Et merci pour garder l'histoire pour tous les gens. Oui, pour tous les gens dans tout le monde.
Ok, oui. Parce que beaucoup ne savent pas cette histoire.
Exactement. Exactement.
Pour le noir.
Exactement. L'histoire pour les noirs, pour les peuples de noirs.
Il s'est donné coréen pour que les noirs soient ce qu'ils sont.
Donc, je voudrais dire merci pour tout.
When they were young, they just making it go. So I said, I don't know.
Thank you. How are you? I'm good. Thank you.
She's the mother to Kalila. Dr. Isaac is
Our blessings. Sure.
welcome. Dalila,
Thank you.
Yes.
I remember her.
Yes.
You're most welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, the daughter. She came here when she was so little.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Before the towels.
Okay.
And she was
Thank you.
doing like this.
Morning, ma'am. You can sit there, madam. We are blessed today. How is home?
Good. Thank you. Thank you. How is home?
No, we are okay. God is blessing us. Yeah, it has been a long time since you came.
Yes.
We thought maybe you continue coming. Later on, we just saw your body.
I finished. I've been quiet.
And so, no, you're most welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Mama.
History Month. You know, for the February in the US, we have a Black History Month.
Okay.
So we're doing our Black History Month celebration today as well.
Oh,
yes.
I see.
Yes.
I think we are going to allow you so that you go first.
Okay.
Thank you
so much.
Kimbangizme oye! Kimbangizme oye! Kimbangizme oye! Oye! Chacha Chonse! Mama Mwilu oye! Mama Mwilu oye! Mama Mwilu oye! Oye! Chechi yatokano na mawe wesi. Watotela mwishina lya tata nelya mwana nelya mpashi wa mshilo. Chachine batata na bamayo na tumona abeni abali mukati kesu. Na babeni ndemona nalalandako history panono. Ndemona umkashana Dr. Dalila Zakari mwalimu monapo. Uyu munandi ishte Itali. Ndemona the last time waishire kuno kuchechi nishtatulabika amataos. Abana peshire umo akwata abana batatu abakashana. Uli omukashana oli kunuma ali umu aiche. Ale lila elo bafudile nsapato no kufuka matale efuaya. Aibela tatu akeseko libili kuno kuchechi. Pantu tuachula sana. Lelo tuamona na isa na akula na mumona na ipeteka na fuala ne chitambala kudia kunuma. Lelo yumkashana ngefo na chiranda ni dokta lelo. Te dokta fyeyo. Pamlando aupo kumzambia ni Dr. Makasa Emmanuel. Ewa mupa. Lelo baba mno Mzambia. Ichalo chabo kudia ku America. Bali mupele nchito. Panchita imoine, she's a diplomat. Ni diplomat yo tulina nkwe muno munchende Yesu. Abwaba lechita representi. Chalo cha America muno mchalo chesu. Na mwaya kudia ku American Embassy. Eko munga basanga, eko babombela. So aliba muntu umkalamba. Lelo ukuisa kwa kwe kuno. Na ali ntumina phone. Na alila vile no kulaba na mabize tulina yo. Vanina bali sokufuma ku America bali kalemye 6 lelo bale amkubwelela mu March ali ntumine mu December twisomo ne bamayo nomba nalile ku Congo nomba pali anabwela mkulya bushikwe lwatumataida bamayo bale yabusho walibwela nanguta wabwela nati nalibwela naine nayibukishati tulina abeni abakalamba kumulondolwela pantu twalikwatya inshita twalipanga nokuya mkumona batata kunkamba aba ma African Americans balia omo mulemo na batata smoke mbangu kyangani bali kwatechila kana ma African Americans kulia kunkamba balefu atukule atata smoke mbangu alilandira ati baba sendo busha lelo bakabwela elo efo nomba history lyali shiba ekulondolwela na banyina ekube bati chechi yabo elwanje beratia kashina kwisa no mweni ufumine kunkamba uishile kuno mkuu uiminina kuli bana mayo muli mama mwilu ifwe twalaisa tumumone lelo bali busy na totela na pali patience yabo bakwata kuli okukonka church otherwise 11 hours but faiko kuya lelo baisa muno mkatika church pakwe bati tubaposhe nga twabaposha bachilanda na bamayo elo nomba balachitashani balaya ngefe batata secretary balanda twala bakwata kufeka small demonstration ifyo tubebe fo tukula church atifwe church Yesu tatukula nempia shabasungu tukula fye nempia shesu ishifuma muli ifwe bene echo twaimini nako kuno kuntanshi na lachita fe briefly pano nomba chite brief elo mbemye. I just wanted to actually come back to English so that I can actually brief you well. First and foremost, thank you for your patience. That you were supposed to leave at 11 hours exactly, but you know, Zambian time and everything, I think you are not new to that. We have been able to actually prolong your time, which we really appreciate very much. But I was just telling people that you are not a visitor to this church. You have been here before. And I was just saying that Bessa was still very young when she came here and she cried the whole time. They cried, they wanted to go because we had no towels. And they said they will never come back to this church. So we are happy that she has come back when we even have towels. So there won't be stones for her to actually whine about. And then I've also told them that you are special guests to us, because the chief spiritual leader, who is based in Nkamba, is always happy to see the African Americans because of the history. We all know the history, the slavery and all that. So Simon Kimbangu did say at that time, in 1921, that even though my children are going, they will come back. Time will come when they'll come back. So your city is in Nkamba. So Papa Simo Kimbangu Kiangani, as earlier said by the general president for the women, that Papa Simo Kimbangu will be very happy to welcome you home. That is your home. Nkamba is your home, because it was a prophecy that was made at that time in 1921, warning the colonial people that whatever you are doing, this is what will happen where we are going. And we're very happy actually to have you here. And I'm sure even the chief spiritual leader, as he hears this information in Nkamba, is going to be very happy to have you here. And so we will shorten this program. It's not usually like this. We're supposed to go the whole day. I actually told you and you were like, oh, really? We're supposed to go the whole, up to 18, even 19. So we dedicate this day to Simon Kimbangu Kiangani. So that is it. So we're going to demonstrate a small demo, the way that we build the church. And then we'll first greet you. So when I call upon your names, you will stand, and then the band will play the music, and then we will have to greet you. Sit down, and then afterwards we'll do the demo, and then that is when you can leave this place. Minus that, you will not leave. For now, you are here. So now we are ready. Now wino. So to alaba posha, linga nangefyo, veshile kuno. So at this point in time, I will ask Dr. Daria Zakali to stand. You can stand. And then I can ask Mom to stand. And then let's start start. So music. Makasa, Besa Nikaonde. Bawishi ni bakaonde, ba Dr. Makasa ni bakaonde, kumyabo ni kusolowezi, kumyabo Besa Makasa umwana. Then abafyashi ba Caroline Zachary na Dr. Darila Zachary bena ngete tumfire ma African Americans kulya kumwabo. Abafyashelo bachumfa music bantu aba imikalire bekalira mu kumyabo bekala feri moli monga ifwe ichapusana bakulira mu lya mu America but yamu ama traditions yabanga ifwe so banina bachebo omwana ati ye na umfa bwino kumfa music na fuluka kunganda kulya ku America baba mapenga baleli shafe kwati ni ku America apapene na inena laba bwesesha. I was just telling them to say you were very happy, Caroline, to hear the music because you remember home. But be an advocate for them. Go back to America and ask for the instruments. They have a tough time to buy the instruments. They are very expensive. So it takes time for them to even buy one. But we have the younger generation that's coming up that are also wanting to play the music. But then they can't because they don't have the instruments. So we are giving that to you. I know Darila will come to America anytime soon. It would be nice for her to come back with 3 instruments from you, Caroline, and I'm sure the church will really appreciate that. I know you can go around and pick 1 or 2. I go to Canada. People sometimes can put on the street. By chance, you can pick, and you know the Zambians who need the instruments. So I just wanted to lay that information to them and also say, Besa is Zambian. She's Makasa. She's Kaonde. She's from Solwezi. As Dalila calls Solwezi. She always tells me Solwezi. I have a tough time to teach her to pronounce Solwezi. So this is what we wanted. So as we greet you, then I'll come to the second program before you reach. So to alaba posha, mumashina atatu ampashwa mshilo. Mwishina li atata, neli amwana, neli ampashwa mshilo. You can sit.